It is official. Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens will be fighting for the Universal Championship at Roadblock. As promised, there will be another video this week. Oh, best believe, ladies and gentlemen, that hot mess deserves its own video coming up this week. Don't worry, I will not disappoint. It will be a must watch. So get ready, because I am about to change everything. You hear me? Be ready for that video. It's coming this week. But just to give you my thoughts about what was said, I honestly was more interested in what Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens did. This whole best friend dysfunctional relationship that we have with Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens is very interesting. It's one of the most interesting parts about Raw. I'm being real with you. And I look forward to seeing where this all goes. Whether it is a match between Jericho and Owens, or a tag team championship run, or this somehow, becomes something a lot bigger than WWE expected. I want to see where this goes, because I am hooked on this Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho relationship. More than I am Kevin Owens being the Universal Champion. I'm sorry, I feel like as a champion, I'm not really... I thought I would be, because when he won the Universal Championship, I was very happy for him. I'm thinking, man, you deserve it. But the way they've been booking him has been... Alright, take it or leave it. I'm not gonna sit here and say it's a great reign, because it's not. But it's not horrible. It's just... You had Seth Rollins attack Chris Jericho backstage after Jericho and Owens had a falling out during the highlight reel. And they stopped being best friends, or, they had a fight, which is typical of them. But apparently they're still best friends. But Seth Rollins took Chris Jericho backstage and pedigreed him on top of a car. Although, when you stop and think about it, he should have pedigreed him on the concrete, but the car looks cooler, I suppose. Sami Zayn came out to fight Braun Strowman after he destroyed R-Truth. And I love how they're booking Sami Zayn. I love the underdog aura around him. And I think that is what makes Sami Zayn great. When you build him as the underdog, when you give off this idea that he can't win, that is when he shines. And we're doing that with Braun Strowman, who is a really good big man worker for me right now. Down the line, when they ride back him, he might not be so good. But right now, he's doing good. And I think this storyline with Sami Zayn is perfect. You had Mick Foley go out there after Sami Zayn tried to make the save for R-Truth, because Braun Strowman is a monster. Mick Foley went out and said, no, stop. You cannot beat Braun Strowman. And let me pause right here and just say the writing of Mick Foley has been so weird. Like, why would he, of all people, you would think, of all people, why would he say to Sami Zayn that you can't win? I mean, you've been in so many situations that you couldn't win. Why would you even get to that point? And they tried to cover it up because Sami Zayn got pissed off at him and called him out for that. Like, why would you, of all people, be telling me that I can't do it? Mr. Mankind, Mr. I should never have been world champion, but I had the help of many other people. Mr. Cinderella Story, Mankind. And then Mick Foley went off on Sami Zayn and said, look, Stephanie wanted to fire you for not bringing the Intercontinental Championship over to Raw. And in my mind, I'm going, you act like he's the only person that lost. Like, why is Sami Zayn eating crap when the main Raw team lost their Survivor Series match. Like, why is he eating crap? It's just ridiculous, but that's probably part of the story. I'm giving Raw too much credit, but we'll see. Mick Foley just straight up said, dude, you can't do this. You can't do this. I put you in that match as a punishment because I was saving you from Stephanie firing you because she wanted to fire you. And to make her not fire you, I put you up against Braun Strowman. You can't beat Braun Strowman. I know you can't. And Sami Zayn said, don't you ever tell that to me ever again. I can do it. I can beat Braun Strowman. And you know what? This is going to be a great match. If there's any match I'm looking forward to most, that could be a good match, probably match of the night, that people aren't expecting to be match of the night, this will be it. You're putting Sami Zayn in a position where he can shine. And I look forward to seeing what he does with it. This is going to be great. New Day had a tag team championship match against Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows. And once again, they cheated. They are cheating to keep those championship belts. And I'm telling you right now, with the way things are looking, they might be turning heel. What a good way to keep them fresh. I mean, they might be the only tag team during a long run to go from heel to baby faces back to being heels. I'm not complaining, because guess what? If they go heel, that means Enzo Amore and Big Cass have a chance to get those tag team championship belts, which they should, because they're awesome. Just saying. Not Cesaro and Sheamus, screw that. Enzo Amore and Big Cass. Speaking of Enzo Amore and Big Cass, they're apparently in a feud with Rusev and Lana, because Lana is feeling that certified D. I mean certified G. But Rusev clearly has some beef with Enzo for, flirting with his wife. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't know if I said this on my video last week, but I should have. You can't get mad at Enzo for losing his pants in front of Lana, because all I'm saying is, if Lana was to walk into my room, I don't know, my pants might just suddenly disappear too. I mean, hey, hey, it happens, sometimes it's just whoosh, abracadabra. Paul Heyman had an interview with Michael Cole, and I loved the way Michael Cole, first off, I love the interview itself because of how Paul Heyman sold it. But I like how Michael Cole was asking the right questions. He didn't, he didn't push or try to, play up this idea that Paul Heyman is a bad guy. He just asked simple questions. Simple questions like, how is Brock Lesnar doing? What's next for Brock Lesnar? It's just taking yourself out of it. And he just let Paul Heyman carry the interview. Paul Heyman, I love how he cried. He did one of those, I don't know what you call it, but those crocodile tears. Eyes are red. You can just tell he lost sleep. He was playing up this idea that loss not only affected Brock Lesnar, but it affected him. Like, this man looked like he didn't get any sleep at all. He had hair on his face. It's like that loss to Brock Lesnar destroyed him eternally. It was just a great way to sell it. In the interview, he pretty much said Brock Lesnar has something to prove. And a Brock Lesnar that has something to prove is the most dangerous kind of Brock Lesnar. You think he was dangerous before? Oh, watch out. He's a lot more dangerous now. And he announced that Brock Lesnar will also be in the Royal Rumble. Yeah. Brock Lesnar and Goldberg are now basically the centerpiece of the Royal Rumble. I can already tell you they're not winning. Neither one of them is going to win the Royal Rumble. But them being the centerpiece of it, hey, you should have seen that coming. I think it's a good move. Shoot, they're not going to win it, so who cares? I promise you. Look at me. See these eyes? See these? eyes that look like they haven't gotten much sleep, but look at these eyes. They are not going to win the Royal Rumble. Okay? Brock Lesnar and Goldberg are not winning the Royal Rumble. I promise you that. They're just there to make the match feel more spectacular, which is great. So, don't lose any sleep over it. Okay? Don't lose your minds. Don't go complaining. Oh, they're taking the spotlight. They are just there for star power. Okay? I'm fine with it. Anything else important? Because I'm doing Reigns and Kevin Owens. I'm doing a video for that later on this week. Talked about the tag team championships. Talked about everything else, so let's talk about the main event. Sasha Banks and Charlotte. They had a match earlier on in the night that ended in a double countout. And Mick Foley came out and said, you know what? You two will have another match in the main event. Congratulations, they once again main evented a show. In Charlotte, North Carolina, Flair Country. And their second match, which is the main event, will be a Falls Count Anywhere, no DQ, no count out match. And I gotta say, man, it was great. These two, like Good Mike Work said on Twitter, with the way they're making these awesome, groundbreaking matches for WWE in the main event, they're going to end up inducting each other into the Hall of Fame one day. I'm not kidding. Those two are just having some of the best matches, series of matches this year that I've seen in any company, and I love it. They're killing it, man. Some of you are saying you're tired of the feud. I'm not. I love it. I think they're having some awesome matches. They have great chemistry. Charlotte works better with Sasha than she does anybody else, and vice versa with Sasha. These two are great workers, man, and I love what they're doing with the two. Now, like I said, great match. Lots of crazy spots too. I love the kendo stick. Now, did anybody else find Sasha Banks wielding a kendo stick oddly attractive? Because I did. It was oddly attractive. Now, with that said, I love the fact that they went outside the ring and they actually used the arena as a battleground. Love Charlotte doing that crazy moonsault off the announcer's table on top of the stage. That was nice. That was really cool. Natural selection off the steel steps. Jesus. And you know what? Honestly, what told me Sasha was winning was when she kicked out of the moonsault. Like, after she kicked out the moonsault, I'm thinking, yeah, she's gonna win. I kind of already knew she was gonna win, because there's this story that Sasha wins the Raw matches and then Charlotte wins the pay-per-view matches. So in my mind, I was ingrained, that's what's going to happen. And they're clearly booking Charlotte like her father. In other words, they're going to give Charlotte 16 championship runs with that women's championship. She'll lose it and then win it back. She'll lose it and then win it back. She'll lose it and then win it back. And then she'll lose it and then win it back. And then you get the idea. Now, as I said, Sasha did win. Congratulations. 3-time women's champion. That's great. And then, as a cherry on top, the Nature Boy, woo! Ric Flair came out, went up to Sasha, and raised her hand to stick it to Charlotte. Because, you know, bringing it full circle, storyline. Charlotte told Ric Flair that he is dead to her, that she doesn't need him anymore, and so he's sticking it back to her. Oh, so you don't need me? Fine, I'm with Sasha now. He's with Sasha. He gonna turn on her. You can't trust the Flair. He gonna turn on her and help Charlotte become would this be 4-time? Yeah, it'd be a 4-time women's champion. I'm telling you, Charlotte gonna win that thing about 16 times. I think Kevin Dunn and Vince McMahon just be sitting in the office and talking about this stuff. You can just imagine it happening. Hey, Vinny, So, I think that Charlotte should win the Women's Championship 16 times like her daddy. It's so original. Well, Kevin, I think that's a great idea. We're gonna make Charlotte a 16-time Women's Champion. And I'm laughing at it because it's just like, of course they're gonna give Charlotte multiple championship runs like her daddy, because that's, why not? But I did like the match. I thought it was really good. Just another notch in the belt of this Sasha versus Charlotte rivalry. The girls are once again breaking ground, and now it's on to Roadblock. The question I have for you guys, if you watched this whole video, by the way, if you did, thank you so much. What match would you like to see Charlotte and Sasha Banks have at Roadblock? And hopefully, and this is what I am going to say, this should be their last match for a while. Like, it should be a match that, I mean, how do you follow Hell in a Cell, quite frankly, but they are. But it should be a match that once it's over, that should be it. Like, I don't even want to see these two touch each other for at least 6 months. They're going to end up wrestling against each other anyways, but at least 6 months. At least 6 months. But with that said, what match would you have these two do at Roadblock as like a final, this is it for a while? That is my question to you. Leave it down below in the comment section. For me, we've done Hell in a Cell. We've done Falls Count Anywhere. We've done 2 out of 3 falls. We've done triple threats. We've done tag teams. We've done singles. I think the next step is either 2 matches. Some of you are going to say Iron Woman. I say we do Last Woman Standing. Last Man Standing. Last Woman Standing. That would be a good match. That would be a great match. I say we save Iron Woman for another time. Let's do Last Woman Standing. That's what I want. That's what I think is the best thing to do, in my personal opinion. But what do you say? Down below. Let me know. Thank you guys for watching. As always, guys, I'm very appreciative of you guys taking the time out of your days to watch me. I hope 2017, as I said in my previous video, I'm gonna start putting out better content, more content, and giving you my best. And hopefully you guys decide to stick around. But enough sentimental gibberish. I have to get out of here because I'm tired. So, subscribe, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter. Everything down below in the description box. And, of course, buy the t-shirt if you want to. I'll be back up here tomorrow for my preview of WWE TLC. Watch out for that. And I also have a couple of things I want to say about SmackDown and Talking Smack. And then I think if you will, might do a 205 Live review. Maybe not. Well, should I probably should do it in the same video. Should I do it in the same video? Because that's... think about that. I might do it in the same video, or I might do it separate. I probably would just do it separate, but we'll see how this works. But anyways, guys, thank you guys for watching. I need to get out of here. This is your boy, the Lex Man, signing off. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Lex Man's World. Now hit my music.